Hello and welcome to this week's reading for all air signs. I trust that you'll use your own intuition as your primary instrument for resonance. Leave behind what does not reverberate. And today I have a card from the Mystical Healing deck. It's the number 2 card, though there is a character on here who has a number 12 on his hat. So if 212, 122, 212 mean anything to you, take it or leave it. And the card name is Assimilate Life Experience. So when you become more conscious of the situations that you have been through and the lessons that you have learnt in the process, you are able to then assimilate them and digest them, and in doing so you start to strengthen your boundaries. You start to understand what you will and will not tolerate, what is and isn't worth your time. So assimilating those life experiences this week will benefit you immensely, because then you're not expending unnecessary energy and you're not making the same mistakes, or you are progressing way faster because you are consciously understanding what you have previously done. It's kind of like when you're learning to read as a small child, the teacher will give you an exercise where you read out loud to them, and then after you've read, they will ask you questions about the text that you just read. And as adults, I feel like even when reading, we don't actually assimilate or digest what we've actually read or done, and that testing, that reflection, that testing brings more awareness or consciousness to the task at hand. And that's why our teachers will test us after we read something. You know, it's one thing to regurgitate a text, but it's another thing to assimilate that knowledge or understand what is actually going on a deeper level, on a metaphysical level, and to then use that information to come to your own conclusions, or to create your own hypothesis or synthesis or antithesis or anything like that. So it's crucial. And even on this card, there's a character riding a swan, and he has wings on his ears, which is symbolic of Mercury. So it's very mental processing, digesting. It's not coming from feeling, it's coming from that logical brain, it's coming from understanding. And this is what I see with that's Assimilate Life Experience card for my air signs this week. And I just had the Queen of no, it was the Queen of sorry, I thought it was the Queen of Air, but it was the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So maybe just getting, I was going to say, if it was the Queen of Air, it's just kind of illustrating this whole process. But because it was the Queen of Cups, what that says to me is just being in control of emotions, putting emotions aside, which is what we're very good at as air energy. I have air placements, and we're very good at that. So just staying with that, I don't want to say detachment, but emotional maturity. Staying with the emotional maturity during this process of assimilating life experiences. And these experiences, it's funny because the last two readings I just did were also about reflection of different areas of life that need to be digested and assimilated, which is, so if you're going through a huge transformative period of your life, maybe listen to the earth signs and the water signs, because they are talking about loving your body, and then also releasing anxiety. And I think that they all come hand in hand. When you're assimilating a life experience, it's not always knowledge, it's an actual physical response or experience that you're assimilating as well. I just wanted to touch on that briefly. So we have the Death, major transformation. The Knight of Swords, cutting energy. It could be that understanding that you gain from facing those things that are stagnant, or facing those things that are not serving you or your higher purpose, and they are the lessons. You're facing those lessons with vigor, valor, mental clarity, quickness. With the Eight of Wands, you are using the quickness of the energy to be able to make decisions in the now. You aren't pondering, you aren't lamenting or mulling over. You are doing a very quick defrag. You're doing a very deliberate. I just see a cutting motion. This Knight of Swords is just like cutting the atmosphere. He's cutting through the bullshit, essentially, and getting down to the thing that is causing you the most grief, the thing that is holding you back, the thing that, with the Death card here, we have the Pope standing in front of death, but behind him is this Knight of Swords rushing in with this creative energy as well. With the Eight of Wands, he's just rushing in to defend the heart. I feel as though, you're defending the heart space, you're defending the light within you, and you are able to move forward. And we have the Knight of Cups on the other side of this Eight of Wands. After this, I don't see it as a I don't see this as a battle, but like a little confrontation in a way. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming out of this, facing the opposite way. So after you have accomplished or seen through to the end this assimilation and reflection of these life experiences that you've had, you're coming out stronger as the Knight of Cups on the other side, and you are able to offer what you have learnt to other people that may help them to move forward as well. And it's allowed you to become more open, caring, and he even has the winged helmet as well. So he's very stoic. He has that mental clarity with the cup as well. So he is I want to say, a more emotionally mature person, who is a person of action, but in a different way. You're moving forward in your experience. Oops, I just dropped cards on the ground. You're moving forward in your experience in a new phase of your development. And once you have, sorry for all the noise, I'm just moving around. You're moving towards a new path of your development. Once you have cut away and refined, maybe cut away isn't the right word, but refined with this Knight of Swords energy. You've refined your vision. You've refined your determination in the matter. And with the Knight of Cups here as well, you become more charming in your character and your disposition, because you are able to persuade others, or just with your own confidence, your own emotional maturity, you're more confident and charming in your disposition, and that disposition people are more attracted to. The Knight of Swords here, he's very in battle, and channeling that energy, the Knight of Sword energy, that quick, fierce energy is needed for the assimilation process of life experience, but then you come out of it as the Knight of Cups, like I said, more stoic, steady, slower progression forward with the knowledge that you have. That's that grail that he's holding, and you are then able to distribute that knowledge, that life experience to other people, because I have the Six of Pentacles here. You're able to distribute it to other people from a more authoritative point of view, whereas before you were just you were just kind of regurgitating, like I was saying with the reading analogy. You just are a parrot, or you're just regurgitating what you think you know, which may not be correct. And it's not until that you actively concentrate and digest with consciousness that you can actually be of any service to anybody or help anybody. And that Ace of Pentacles here just reconfirms that to me, is that you are then strengthened through this process. You are that coin that you hold, that nugget of gold that you possess, that life experience, the knowledge, the wisdom, is of more value to other people. It's quality instead of just quantity. You know, you have all these life experiences and you haven't actually digested what they mean and what lessons there are, and who the people, the archetypes of the people who are involved are, and what lessons they were teaching you, and everything that goes with understanding your lived experience. So that's what I'm seeing here for air signs this week. I hope that you are well. Thanks for listening. Bye.